This is Street Fighter Alpha Anthology on PS2. I'm going to be playing Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, the hidden versus mode in it. And to get to Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, you first have to have played Street Fighter Alpha 3 and beaten its arcade mode. You just have to beat it with any character on any difficulty. Get all the way through to the ending and all that stuff. And once you've done that, you come back up to this main menu and you hold the select button. So I'm holding select. So while you're holding select, then you press X. And this is after you have beaten again the arcade mode in Street Fighter Alpha 3. Hold select and then press X while holding that. And it should load Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. And by the way, once you have beaten that arcade mode in 3, it'll tell you that it's unlocked a hidden game or something like that. The intro, I think, looks the same as 3 at first, but then you will start to see additional characters like Balrog and Fei Long. Okay, so this is Upper. Initially, this title screen looks the same as well. I've turned on that arrow swoosh thing that sort of stands for upper on the right hand side there with in one of the hidden menus, the dip switch menu. And facts and stuff for all that stuff are in the description of this video. There's a ton of hidden options and things in this collection. It's pretty cool. And in fact, today what we're going to be doing is playing one of those hidden modes. You just use the D-pad to go up and down the menu here. You highlight versus, but I want to play the hidden versus mode. So to do that, you have to enter a certain button combination. Normally, to get to the versus mode, you would just hit X and you would be taken to a character select screen. I want to get to the hidden versus mode, so I'm going to hit X, but then you immediately, almost in the same motion, press and hold triangle and R2 as well. So you press and hold X and immediately triangle and R2 as well. So then you're holding all 3 buttons, and if you've done it with the correct timing and the correct buttons, instead of the normal character select screen that comes up, you'll go right into a matchup screen that'll load you directly into a match of random characters. So let's give that a shot. Yeah, I did it. So this is the secret versus mode. I have player 2 set to the computer on maximum difficulty, and you just do that in the regular options mode from the main menu. The main things to control the hidden versus mode are these 2 menu items here, random player and random mode. Random mode, I have both player 1 and player 2 set to just classic Xism, which prevents them from using things like supers and guard breaks and that sort of thing. It reduces the flashing effects basically, and I can't, my eyes get weird when flashing effects from games hit them. Alpha's got a ton of flashing effects normally, but fortunately the Anthology has options that let me turn pretty much all of them off. There's counter hit flashes that you can turn off through, I think, the dip switch menu or something like that. So I have turned a bunch of stuff off, and it's pretty sweet. And then there's a random character menu. I have also turned off, the heck was that? Some characters with random, or not with flashy moves, like Rose has a flashing special move and Bison does as well. But today, actually, I'm going to be playing just Akuma. So I'm going to turn off everybody except Akuma for player 1. And I'm not going to save this because then I'll lose my character selection, so just go and make sure I got that okay. Just Akuma. So now when we continue in this first round, I still have to get through this first round with 8 on, but in and I have matches set to 1-round matches. That's also in the normal options menu. But then it should switch to Akuma for the rest of the playtime. The game will loop through, I don't know how many backgrounds, but a ton of them, and eventually come back to this one. There are 2 backgrounds I skipped because they're fields with lightning flashes going on in the sky, and that's more flashing stuff I avoid. But now we'll just try to get to an Akuma. I don't know. What the heck? Hang on a second. What's going on? Is somebody setting off fireworks? Well, maybe it's fireworks, I don't know. He's doing it again. Well, good thing I'm not trying to play 8 on right now. Stupid Ryu, stupid. Hey, we're in my cave. So, that was really unsuccessful. What the heck? He just teleported. No teleporting for you. Ah. The AI in these games, well, in this game, is pretty weird. This is the highest difficulty level, but it doesn't always act as intelligent as you might think it would. So Rolento, I've noticed, kind of behaves pretty weirdly. He just sort of flies back and forth, and I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't really have it together. Last time I played Anthology here, and Upper, I was playing Ken, and I eventually... my wrist was bothering me, and I eventually couldn't do uppercuts from the left hand. I think it was the left hand side. That was close. I'm probably not going to play that long tonight, both because it's late and also because my wrist just happens to be bothering me tonight. So I don't want to get into a situation where I can't do uppercuts at all anymore. I'm not even good at uppercuts normally, so. That is a problem when you're playing Shoto characters like Akuma or Ken. Ow. Also, Cammy was totally murdering me as Ken. Oh, jeez, you can cannon spike my Tatsu jump. One other oddity or thing I find odd in this game, and maybe, I don't know if it applies to the rest of the Alpha series, because I don't really play those, but, oh, sweet. Fireballs do very little damage in this game. Some characters are less damaging than others with their fireballs, but I don't think Akuma is that bad. Dang it. Cammy, I still can't beat Cammy with these Shotos, though. I think I might have beat her with Ryu, but maybe not. Like, Sagat's fireballs do almost no damage. It's pretty ridiculous. I'm not sure about Akuma's yet. I haven't been paying attention. Well, that was pretty good chunk of damage. That was a light fireball. I mean, for this game, it was a good chunk of damage. Ow. Well, that was silly. Why? Why am I just standing there? too bad. I have this problem where I hardly ever throw medium fireballs. I don't know why. It's just like, well, heavy. No, light. Heavy. I don't know. I'm into extremes, I guess. Well, let's see how this goes. Sagat can get really fireball happy, oh, but if he does start doing uppercuts, it's often trouble for me. Dang it, what the heck? Aw, shoot. That's tricky. Oh man, he's got my number good. Another thing I just remembered is that if you have an uppercut, you can sometimes just keep uppercutting the opponent as they stand up from being knocked down. That doesn't work against everybody, but it does work against some characters.
Hey, come on, stand up, face it straight.
Ow! Jeez, how? I'm just trying to crouch and do a sweep kick, and he somehow grabbed me. What the heck? I should have tried uppercutting. There we go, see? Ah, he blocked! Oh no! I should never have lost a Balrog. I'm a terrible Akuma. I'm not very good at this game. When I'm just playing totally random characters, I usually win like a third of the matches against this CPU setting. With Ken and Ryu, it's been about even. I'm a little better with Shoto characters, I guess, than I am just with random characters. You know, I managed. So far, I'm blowing some fights with Akuma that I really should have won. So that's not going to help. Of course, at the top, it shows you how many wins each side has. And I really shouldn't let it worry me, but... oh no! Oh shoot. Cammy acting so silly. That was pretty tricky. Seems like I could uppercut. Oh! Jeez. What a silly fight that was. Gonna strain something there, Akuma. Yay, Sodom. Sodom's fun. To fight.
You can't give it up. Go for it, man.
Whoa. Now, I haven't even tried some of Akuma's other things. Like, there's a quarter circle back fireball. I'm not... Ooh. I forget what the difference with his back fireballs are. They're setting people on fire and knocking them down, I guess. Ah! The AI is usually pretty aggressive. That Ken, I guess, was not really aggressive. But they do come right after you right as soon as the round starts, which is irritating for me because there's also a screen flash. Oh, here's one of those lightning flashy stages. So I'm going to pause the recording, then unpause and let the CPU beat me up while I close my eyes, and then I'll unpause it as we load to the next stage. So here goes. Okay.
Let's party.
Oh, it's Ryu again. having trouble with inputs in general. It's not a good sign. I'm playing too much Virtua Fighter. Why'd you stop Fireball? He did it just like Ken did. You don't want to give me those jump. Oh, shit. Well, I'll just do that then. Oh. Yeah, how do you... Ah, shoot. He's trying to get tricky at the end there. Stupid Ryu. Oh boy, Fei Long. Fei Long I have real trouble with.
Beat 'em up, guys. Triumph or
Why do I keep whiffing like every third fireball? Oh, how did that miss? Oh, my legs are too stubby. Ah, I even whiffed from this side. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really useless against Fei Long. I don't know. I don't know how this game works. I don't know how Fei Long works. It's crazy Street Fighter 2 or Super Street Fighter 2 characters, whatever the heck it is. Oh man.
depends on your skill. Go for
Well, if it depends on... Ugh! So that was an Evil Ryu Akuma intro. I don't know if I've seen that one before. I guess getting the fireballs off is a little slower than a normal fireball. He pauses for a second. Ah, nuts. Ah, he's gonna do the same thing Ryu did to me in the corner. Scumbags. Oh, come on. Oh, what? Getting tired of these Ryus. I was just thinking, maybe I should have turned Akuma off for the CPU so I don't have to do a mirror match. I thought, nah, it could be interesting. Now I regret that though. I don't really want to fight another Shoto. Particularly when he's me. Oh, well, he also has air fireballs, which... Oh, he's doing it to me now. Shit. I have a lot of close matches in this game, and I keep thinking it's got to be some kind of rubber banding AI where it goofs off and then comes on strong when it realizes it needs to keep the match close. I don't know. Oh, I thought I had something going on. Oh man. Oh, well, I heard him a little more. That was kind of what I had to measure it with Ken. It's like, when I was playing him with Ken, it's like, I got him down to 2/3 life that time, and I think I got him down to about 1/3 life at one point. Fei Long.
Hey, come on, stand up, face it straight.
I should take out all the other Shotos. I'm really getting tired of Shoto battles right now. At least Fei Long isn't just doing the same moves I do, only better. He's doing his own moves better. What was I doing? Ah, Ryu, you suck. Thank you. Furry's kind of snoozing right now. Yeah, I guess the fireball's knocked down. Normal fireballs not. But the fireballs take longer to launch. Oh, there's an airplane coming in. Cool, sort of. Oh, here's the other flashy stage. Alright, right back. Okay.
Hey, come on, stand up, face it straight.
Now, Junie, when I was fighting with Ken, Junie was acting really weird. She's the charge Shadaloo doll Cammy clone. And the CPU doesn't normally do special moves with her. It just kind of jumps around. And it seems like it's kind of jumping around aimlessly, really. Maybe it doesn't know how to combat fireballs when it's a charged character? I don't know. Uh-oh. Jeez. Well, actually, I said that last time, and then she beat me when I was playing Ken, because fireballs don't do that much damage, and all she needed was a couple jump-ins to catch up. So I think Akuma's fireballs are doing a little more damage than Ken, so I might be mentioning that. Alright, Guile is a kind of mystery to me too, another Street Fighter 2 era character with just craziness. Let's see what happens. I gotta figure out that angled dive kick. There's no move list on this menu, there's no in-game move list. The Japanese version has them, but this is the US version, and the theory is that they were removed from the US version so that players would have to buy the guidebook that Prima, I suppose it probably was, I don't know for sure it was, making for the game. Whether that's true or not, who knows. That was sweet. Wow, that's about as good as I've ever done against Guile. He wasn't doing sonic booms, really. Well, here's a fireball battle. At least Sagat doesn't play so cloney as Ryu and Ken and Akuma and Evil Ryu. Oh boy. How did I screw that up? Ew. Oh no! Jeez. So I can't do the heavy jump kick and then landing heavy sweep on him. I think I can do it with Ryu and Ken, but he was totally just uppercutting me out of the sweep with as Akuma. Wow. Like totally. What are you doing, guy? Oh, that always gets me. Oh. I haven't played much Alpha in my life, really, so these Alpha-specific characters are just full of surprises as far as I'm concerned. Oh no, I screwed up. Jeez, the crazy jump angles. I do like Guy though. I like he's kind of fun to fight. He's even more fun to play, I think. Well, I haven't played him very much, so I don't know what I'm doing with him, but it's just, he's super fast. I like that. I like jump kicks. He's got a lot of jump kicks. Okay, let's see what I can do against Stuffy Chun-Li here. Oh, oh, wow, nice little combo. Oh, God. There's that dive kick, but I don't know how I'm doing that exactly. It's some kind of additional motion once you're in the air. Wow. Just back off, sister. Oh, shoot. Yeah, spin that bird. I'm such a tough talker. Oh, more Ken.
Get ready, fighters. Go for it.
Whoa. I don't know how you do that super high jump. Maybe Akuma can't do that, but he probably can. I just don't know how to do it. What's I doing? Backwards fire or backwards uppercut motion. Oh, jeez. Oh, he keeps side switching me just when I want to uppercut him. Scumbag tactics, Ken. Why can't you just sit back and fireball cheaply? Like, what is he doing? Ugh. What? Whoa. Took off a chunk of damage. Well, that was stupid cannon side switching. Crossovers, cross ups, whatever the heck it is. I don't know. Get on his crazy nose.
It's showtime. Face it straight.
Alright, Adon, we didn't get to fight in that flashy field stage, really, so now I'm gonna actually try to fight. Oh no, that was supposed to be an uppercut. Should have been an uppercut. Ah! See, that's the move I spam with Adon, the wall kick thing. Oh, shoot. Oh, he just jumped right into that poor fireball. You got against fireballs, Adon. Why you gotta target fireballs? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Nice try. Wow, he landed behind me and instantly tried to throw. I don't really throw in this game because I can never remember the 2-punch or 2-kick input for some reason. It's just not how I was brought up, man. I'm from KOF. We just hit heavy punch or heavy kick and it throws. Also, the level 8 AI pretty much techs every throw you try. It's pretty ridiculous. I keep getting tempted to turn off throws, but actually, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure that I can in the options. Oh, that was supposed to be an uppercut. Shoot. Another frantic side switcher. Finished with a well-deserved uppercut. I guess I don't mind Sakura as much as the other Shoto. She's at least a little different. A little.
You can't give it up. Go for it.
As is little Sagat. Ow! Saggy baggy. Ow! Yeah, I can't hit him with a jump kick and then hit him with a sweep. It's weird. Oh, what do I do then? Well, that time it worked. I guess it's a certain range. Oh, shit. So that's down, medium kick. Wow, that turns a tide, but it doesn't always happen, so I'm not sure. Is it down back? Oh, man. I'm getting a lot of Shoto fights here. This is a little unusual. I mean, wait a second. So there's Ryu Akuma. And I'm not going to count Sagat. Or Dan. Or Sakura. It's really just Ryu Akuma. How am I getting any Ryu? So that's 4. So how am I getting those 4 challenging me so often right now? And I have Shinakuma turned off. That is just ridiculous. Ow. Oh, he did both fireballs. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, shoot, I lost track of which one I was. Stupid. Can't do his... Ah, I did a lot of damage. Well, that was not a good, confusing moment for me. Called a senior moment. Now, Dan is a Shoto I don't mind so much. He plays super different. And I actually have a tough time with Dan. A lot of the time. But, gotta respect Dan. I guess I did turn damage down in the options, so the damage is as low as I could make it, and I did that because I wanted to have 1-round fights because otherwise there's a flash between every round. I wanted to avoid that, but I wanted the fights to last a little longer than just 1 round, so I sort of either increased health or decreased damage. I forget which way it phrases it, but anyway, so it takes a little more hitting to KO people in a single round. Okay, Honda is not supposed to be able to beat a decent fireball character. Let's see if I can hold the line here. I am doing just weak and heavy fireballs again. There's a medium. You can't slap a fireball, silly. Whoa, that had unexpected range. Uh-oh. Jeez. The ranges are getting ridiculous. I guess he just kept trying to slap and I uppercut his slap. Nice red undies there. Honda, you got something for the ladies there, I guess. Just a little underwear shot. It's kind of a male Sakura, I guess. I don't mind just doing jump kick battles. I like jump kicks. Way more fun than fireballs. There was down medium kick again. Get that going, I think I don't know. Oh, that didn't work. Their fireballs are not working for me. Ooh. Well, that was kind of fun. T-Hawk, I've tried to play because he seems kind of cool. I can't play T-Hawk. If I could beat him right here, I'd be kind of happy. Stupid. I should be able to uppercut that dive of his. Didn't do it. Preemptive. I can crouch under it, that's easy enough. Way too preemptive. Uh-oh. Ah, he crossed me up. That was messier than it should have been, I think, but I won, so I'm happy. Thawk. Oh, now Armika. I don't understand at all. She tends to just tends to be a noogie fest on me. Yeah, stay away, stay away. Butt bounce that. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh no, there's the noogies. So I was trying to be cheap and camper with wake-up uppercuts. Well, uppercutting her on her wake-up, but she just got me in her atomic noogie throw right off the bat somehow. So, ouch. We are back at the initial stage, so we complete the loop through the stages. Maybe I'll go until the next flashy stage. Since it'll loop back through those as well. Oh, jeez. Wow. Dang. Alright, that was no good. I think I was assuming that because I beat him pretty handily the first time, so I was like, oh, it's Sodom, I can beat Sodom, but showed me a thing or two that time. You just slow your roll. Whoop. Oh, he did the same thing Armika did, right into the throw. I don't know how this game works. He's got toxins. Shows you what I know about Guy. Much. Whoa. What the? Wake up, uppercut guy. You're trying to camp me. What a joik. Oh, it's Junie again. Now she's gonna try her usual sneaky, just mesmerize me with jumping back and forth for a while. Bitch. Very Matrixy music. Oh, got a little too industrial. Well, Matrix is industrial. I don't know. Got a little too drums. I don't know what instruments are called. I don't know anything about music. Oh! Yeah. I do love that kick when he does it. I just don't know the exact input for it. I knew it. It's such a weird match. Oh. Well. She almost did it. That's rice. Let's just do some Tai Chi. Whoa. Whoa. So I'm not really doing that on purpose. It's like a whiffed uppercut followed by a completed uppercut. Oh, jeez. What he says when he does that move. To me, it sounds like North Cry, but I don't know what that would mean. I don't think it is North Cry. That's stupid. Oh, Honda, you, just live in La Vida Loca. Alright, here's Adon again. So, Adon, should I just do jump kicks? Maybe just medium jump kicks? See if I can figure out that that's not it. Ow. Ow! Well, this plan is backfired spectacularly. Let's toss you. What is it? Ah, heck, I don't know. Oh, that plan did not work. Those traps, dude. Kind of weirdly drawn, I guess, but whatever. Okay. Okay, this is my chance to get back on top with Sodom. Wait, that sounded totally wrong. Oh no! Oh, that hurt so bad. Shoot, he's totally got my number now. Yeah, not good. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Well, I guess Sodom is just too tough. Too tough for me. Beat him up, guys. Oh, hello. Now, I want to avoid what happened last time, which is that I just let him kind of punch the nuts out of me early in the match. Oh, there's still a lot of slow fireballs. He seems to have trouble with those. Oh. It's also not, well, just having a tough time. So that's why Balrog is not supposed to be good against fireballers, I guess. Man, getting a lot of Adon. Alright, so I can't just do medium jump kick attempts, because that didn't work at all. What am I gonna do? Oh, wow. Guess I'll just turtle, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, jeez. I could have hit him twice. Oh, jeez. Easy jump arc. Wow. We're at the point where I can't uppercut from the left side, apparently. Why did that hurt me so much worse than Dan? Oh, that stands one good move.
You win.
Oh, yeah. Whoop, at the flashy stage. Alright. Oh, there's another intro. Jeez.
Get ready, fighters. Go for it.
So that was Gen and Evil Ryu with crazy versus Akuma intros. I guess there's some deep lore there that I'm not really aware of. Alright, I'm going to stop it there. We're reaching the, 45-ish minute mark where my wrist starts to not like to do uppercuts from the left-hand side anymore, so that sucks. You don't want to see that. Last time I tried to play through it and I went on like an 1 to 11 losing streak or something, and I lost my my winning advantage. Here I'm up 25 to 17. That's the best I've ever done. So good for me. And that is the secret versus mode in Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. Options really quick. Okay. Now to get to the other hidden option menus, there's more. So like hold R2. No. Anyway, there's other button combinations to get to the hidden options menus. It's crazy. I'm not gonna do that. Sure, why not? Oh, it's too noisy. I can't do anything right. Alright, so that was my Akuma in the secret versus mode of Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. Thanks for watching that. Next up will probably be Jeffrey in Virtua Fighter 5 quest mode specifically, unless I need to insert another quick episode. This is a relatively short episode, in which case maybe it'll be King of Fighters 2000 or something. I mean, basically the games I'm playing right now are Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper in Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter Alpha Anthology on PS2, King of Fighters 2000 on my consoleized Neo Geo MVS, Virtua Fighter 4 on PS2, and Virtua Fighter 5 on PS3. So I tend to do longer episodes for Virtua Fighter games because I'm playing their Kumite and Quest modes, and I just kind of get really into those, and I don't feel like I can cut those off sooner, I guess. I don't know, it's weird, but like Alpha 3 Upper, I can only take so much uppercutting, so I have to keep that short. KOF, I just play arcade mode. I pick a random team and then just play arcade mode with them for a while, and my stamina for doing that with a team seems to be about 45 minutes too. So basically, I can play those two in shorter spurts than I can the Virtua Fighter questy stuff. So I don't know. That's just how it works out. But so probably Jeffrey in Street Fighter. Probably Jeffrey in Virtua Fighter 5 quest mode. And if I am in a rush, then I guess I would probably go to some King of Fighters 2000. But we'll see what I do next. You never know. Today is Wednesday. My new microphone may be coming Friday if UPS doesn't delay another shipment on me. So then if I can get the new microphone working, you won't hear quite as much background noise because I won't have to boost the volume as much because I'll have an actual microphone stand with a boom arm so I can put the mic right in front of my mouth. It's a higher quality microphone. Right now I'm using a Blue Snowball mic, which, is alright, but it's not a super high quality microphone. And it's on its little tripod on the table, like 2 feet from my mouth, so I have to kind of project my voice through it, which isn't ideal. And you get a lot of echoing, and you have to crank up the artificial gain, so you're picking up background sounds that get amplified. And my arcade stick is in between me and it, so you get all these button presses. Oh, I just picked the normal versus mode, which isn't gonna... What did I pick? Oh, I'm in arcade mode. Well, I don't want to do that because it's gonna be flashy as heck. Ah, jeez.
Okay. Get ready, fighters. Go for it.
Yeah, see, there's gonna be supers right off the bat. I guess that wasn't that flashy. Maybe I should play more arcade mode, but there will be like guard breaks. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, that was flashy. Stupid V-isms. Jeez, wow. Well, I guess on level 8 the AI knows how to do V-isms. I don't fight Cody in the hidden versus mode because he's got a wind pose that has a flash in it. He didn't do it there. I mean, I guess. Oh my, I should have picked classic. That was dumb.
Okay. Get ready, fighters. Go for it.
How does he do that? So he's got a dodge, like a KOF, an old style KOF dodge, a KOF, is it advanced expert mode? Cody, like rocks. Also, I guess if I was playing arcade mode, I would have to set it to longer fights than just one round. It's kind of weird. That. Well, so there's a little arcade mode. Oh, the flashes. Ugh. Alright, well, that, I'll stick to my secret versus mode. I just like endless battles. I don't like escalating difficulty and continues and all that stuff. Just don't want to fight. Yeah, so next time probably just fighting with Jeffrey in Street Fighter 5, maybe. See, actually, I do play arcade mode in KF 2000 because it doesn't have any other modes, basically, but KF 2000's difficulty does not really ramp up much at all as you play through. It pretty much stays sort of even. Anyway, I need to shut this off. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later, I hope. Bye-bye.